You are fighting on three fronts, whether you know it or not. The first is the battle within your own mind. The second is the war of perception, fought in the minds of others. The third is the war of action, fought in the physical world. You cannot win this three-front battle with a one-dimensional strategy. To achieve total victory, you need a unified doctrine. We have convened a council of war with the three greatest masters of conflict, Carl Jung, Niccolò Machiavelli, and Sun Tzu, to forge 5 lessons for absolute sovereignty. Lesson 1. Win the inner battle first. Before you can command armies or states, you must command yourself. Carl Jung understood that the human psyche is a battlefield. You are at war with your persona, the social mask that craves approval, and your shadow, the repressed darkness that sabotages you from within. To win this battle is not to destroy these parts, but to integrate them. You must confront your shadow, acknowledge its power, and place it under your conscious command. You must detach from your persona, freeing yourself from the need for external validation. A man who is at battle with himself cannot present a unified front to the world. He is weak, predictable, and easily broken. Win the inner war first. All other victories will follow. Lesson 2. Power is perception, not possession. Machiavelli and Sun Tzu both understood this fundamental truth. Power is not the strength you have. It is the strength your enemy believes you have. Sun Tzu's entire art of war is based on deception, appearing weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Machiavelli advised the prince that it is more important to appear merciful, faithful, and religious than to actually be so. Your reputation, your image, your mask, these are not vanities. They are strategic weapons. You must become the architect of your enemy's reality. Control what they see, and you control what they believe. Control what they believe, and you control how they react. Their reactions, based on the reality you have forged for them, will lead them into the very traps you have set. Lesson 3. Victory is forged in silence, not in battle. Sun Tzu stated that the supreme warrior wins without ever fighting. This is not pacifism. It is the ultimate expression of strategic dominance. A battle is a failure of strategy. True victory is achieved long before the first blow is struck. It is achieved by attacking the enemy's strategy, disrupting their alliances, and breaking their will to fight. You do not attack their army. You attack their source of strength, their morale, their very reason for being. This requires immense patience and calculation. While the brutish fool rushes into noisy confrontations, the master strategist sits in silence, moving pieces on a board the enemy does not even know he is playing on. By the time the world realizes a war is happening, you will have already won. Lesson 4. Fear is a more reliable tool than love. This is Machiavelli's coldest and most crucial lesson. Love, he argued, is a bond of obligation, easily broken when it is no longer in one's self-interest. Fear is a bond of consequence, maintained by a dread of punishment that never wavers. Jung provides the psychological key. Love from others is often a projection onto your pleasing persona. It is shallow and unstable. Fear, however, is a primal respect for your integrated shadow, for your capacity to act decisively and ruthlessly. A sovereign does not seek the affection of his subjects. He commands their respect. This respect is built on the clear, unspoken understanding that crossing him has severe and certain consequences. Do not be loved. Be necessary. Be respected. Be feared. Lesson 5. The true emperor needs no throne. This is the final synthesis. What happens when a man has won the inner battle by Jung, mastered the art of perception by Machiavelli, and perfected the science of strategy by Sun Tzu? He becomes a force of nature. He no longer needs the external trappings of power, the title, the office, the throne. These are for men who need to convince others and themselves of their authority. The true sovereign's power is inherent. It is in his presence, his silence, his unnerving calm. He influences events not through direct orders, but through subtle suggestions. He shapes the battlefield so perfectly that others willingly walk the path he has laid for them, convinced it was their own choice. He is the ghost in the machine, the architect of inevitable outcomes. This is the ultimate power, to rule without ruling. If this unified doctrine resonates with you, it is because you have sensed the incompleteness of other philosophies. You are ready to wage the three-front battle. The intelligence has been delivered. The battle council is adjourned. This is not a request. It is your first strategic decision. When you subscribe to this channel,